Hi there, Maggie here again, latest in the Thoughts of a Changing Mind. It's been a little while since I last did one of these, and we're into a new year, so Happy New Year. Hope 2023 is going to be a good year for you. 2022 was a big year for me, starting my whole journey, and hopefully 2023 is going to be even bigger with some big movements made, some big answers found, and we'll see what it brings, but I still believe that the best is yet to come. Being sick between Christmas and New Year, so that didn't help, and I know there's a lot of sickness around at the moment, so you know, if people are going through that, I hope you will get better soon and stick with it. Hopefully it'll all get better. I know it's a tough round of lots of different things going on at the moment, and I know some people sadly have no longer with us because of that. So my thoughts are with their families, and you know, I hope that there is some sort of healing and comfort that can come in the year ahead. But the thing is about that I wanted to talk about with regard to the fact that I was sick was that for the best part of that week between Christmas and New Year, I didn't feel like doing anything other than really just, you know, if I was awake, just trying to stay still. It would wear me out if I did anything. I had no interest in looking at myself in the mirror, in doing anything at all. The hair was, you know, continually unmade. I had no makeup on. I didn't shave as often as I should have done. And, you know, I didn't care about anything other than just wanting to feel better. And it occurred to me the longer it went on, though, that we talked in the last bit a little bit about how strong the mental model is and how difficult it is to overcome those routines that you have in your brain. In particular, in that instance that we were talking about, you know, getting out of the habit of using certain pronouns. But what was interesting is that the longer I was sick and the longer I didn't look at myself in the mirror, the more that the mental image I had in myself ceased to be as female as I wanted it to be. There is no doubt that I want to be 100% female. That is what makes me happy. That's my future. There's no doubt about that. And from early on, I was even dreaming as a female. Sounds strange, but I know that to be true. And part of my journey is I go to therapy sessions, and I remember the therapist asked me, she said, you know, what makes you happy? And I said quite honestly then that the thing that made me most happy, and it sounds like, you know, being terribly narcissistic, is just by trying on different clothes and looking at myself in the mirror and looking at what looks good and what doesn't. And that's part of growing myself. But when I wasn't looking in the mirror, it's amazing how your mental image, your inner mental image, takes more control. And although I can't say that it was making me feel masculine, it certainly didn't have that feminine feel that I love so much. So once I felt well enough, I then started looking in the mirror again, and it started reinforcing the change to that mental image that I wanted to make. And I think what it reinforced to me is just how important mirror time is. You know, part of my journey is to learn about my inner beauty and my inner worth, and I'm learning about that. It's been a long time coming. It should have happened a lot sooner. And I strongly believe that, you know, we should celebrate and acknowledge our inner beauty and our truth and what we want to be and everything else. But it needs reinforcing. You need to nurture it, and part of that is looking in the mirror. using what you see to reinforce your inner image. And there, once you have that inner image, you can project it more to other people, and hopefully that makes it easier for them to accept your amended personality. And as we've talked about before, it's still going to be tough for them, but if we don't believe it, there's no chance that they can. So that's something, as I say, I just wanted to, touch base with you and just say, look, don't underestimate mirror time. I mean, sometimes we look in the mirror and we think, oh, that's not what I like, but it's still part of that growth. Even on a bad day, you can see the changes, and it may motivate you to make more progress more quickly, but at the same time, it's still, adjusting that mental image. So don't be afraid to look in the mirror, because it's probably doing you more good than you realize. And along with that, celebrate what you see. Doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. Just accept it. Say, yes, look at what I've done. Look how far I've come. Even though you may have a long way to go, just say, look how far I've come. And let that give you comfort and strength and happiness. So that you can go from day to day. But anyway, short and sweet, but please do feel free to give me feedback on any of this. I haven't had a lot, but what I have had has been very encouraging. Thank you. Some people have said that they don't want this to appear like it's, an interview with the principal. Hence, I'm in a little bit sort of different setting here, and a little bit of a different way I'm sitting and talking to you. I don't want to get too animated. I certainly don't want to apply filters and editing. I still want it to be very much from the heart and off the top of my head. But, any thoughts you may have which would make this more interesting, or thoughts you may have yourself which I can expand on or agree with or think about, that would be brilliant. I really, really do appreciate any sort of feedback like that. And like I said, this is not for me. It helps me, obviously, but it's mainly for you guys who watch this. If it helps just one of you, that's what makes me happy. That really does make me happy. So anyway, as I say, have a great 2023. It's great talking to you guys again, and hopefully we'll do this again very soon. In the meantime, big hugs from me. Bye for now.